We are rolling at Padres camp here in Peoria. Happy Valentine's Day. Chris Paddack is with us. He threw his first bullpen session, officially, I guess, of the spring yesterday in front of all of us. We talked to you afterwards, the media talked to you afterwards, and you said something that really stood out to me. You said, here in 2020, I'm free. Those were your words. After some of the restrictions and limitations last year coming back from Tommy John, how excited are you to be unbridled in 2020?
I'm excited, man. Just kind of what I was relaying on yesterday was, it's been a long journey since Tommy John surgery in 2016. So being able to look back, 3.5 years later and seeing all the hard work pay off and basically, all the progressions that I followed, the throwing programs that I followed, the rehab protocols that I followed, and being able to just go pitch and basically just give my team the best chance to win. Having the confidence from last year of having a good rookie season and learning a lot from our veteran guys and even opposing players, opposing coaches, stuff like that has definitely helped me going into the 2019 offseason to basically clear my mind and set some new goals for the 2020 season.
As we were watching you pitch yesterday, we were watching Trevor Hoffman watch you. I know you sat down and chatted with him a little bit afterwards. Did you notice, I think I asked you this question last year too, did you notice him sitting there watching you very closely, and how did that conversation go?
Yeah, you can just feel his presence when he's in the room, man. It's, a guy that everybody looks up to. He's not only for his performance on the field, but just who he is as a man off the field. It's just a guy that everybody looks up to, especially me being a younger guy. He is one of the faces of Padres past, so I definitely look up to him. Every chance I get, I definitely want to look, basically just pick his brain, get as much information from him as I can. But basically, man, just having a conversation, being comfortable around each other. I think that's very important, not just with Trevor, but all of our coaches, having that chemistry on and off the field to where they're one phone call away for whatever it is that you need. I think that has a lot to do with how well, the chemistry is in the clubhouse when it comes to the coaching staff.
Makes a lot of sense. One of the other things you mentioned yesterday was a new grip maybe on the curveball. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with that pitch.
Yeah, towards the end of the season last year, I finally started gaining the confidence and throwing my third pitch better. But I knew going into the 2019 offseason that I had to make a few adjustments with that pitch. Basically just been trying to sharpen the tool. I've been really focusing on that this offseason, on little things here and there that work for me. Everybody, relievers, starters, has their own little way of going about how they improve a pitch or, mental toughness when they come back. For me, man, it's just being able to trust that pitch. Having Hedgie and Frankie behind the plate this year, they do a really good job of giving us confidence. When your catcher's putting down number 2 or whatever the sign is with conviction, not only does it help you mentally, but it also shows us that they care. So that's a pretty important part from my end. It's just being able to trust that pitch and knowing that it's a weapon, not just a curveball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some young guys in camp right now, Mackenzie Gore, Luis Patino, Reggie Lawson, who are kind of in a similar, if not identical situation to where you were at this time a year ago. Have you talked to those guys? Will you talk to those guys? What would you say to somebody in that position that you were in last year?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's been a year. It goes by quick. But yeah, man, Reggie's one of my good friends. We got to play ball together, over the past few seasons of me being in this organization, and same with Gore and Patino, man. Those guys, they're talented. They're here for a reason. I try to remind them that there's going to be a lot of noise. You have to be able to cancel the noise, being able to be yourself and stick to your routine. Know you're here for a reason. Put your head down, go to work, and good things will happen, man. Just set your goals high. There's nothing saying that they can't break with the team, and as long as they know that, good things are going to happen. But also, that group right there they've taught me stuff as well. They hold me accountable just like I hold them accountable. So I think it's pretty cool and important to have that, chemistry with younger guys, as well as our older guys in the clubhouse.
There's some exciting young pitching talent in this organization. There's no doubt about it. Chris Paddack is leading the way. I guess the other big piece of news that came out of yesterday of the first bullpen session was everybody noticed your arm, your left arm. Usually we're talking about his right arm, but your left arm with the new tattoo. We've got a lion. You can take it. I'm sure most people who are watching this probably saw it on social media.
It is pilling a little bit. So.
Okay, well, it's new. That's okay.
But that is.
But right there, that's what a hitter is going to look at when you're in the stretch, I guess.
Correct.
Right? Yeah, that's intimidating. I can see.
Yeah, man. The background on it basically is something I've been drawing up for about a year now. I knew I've always wanted a lion. It's kind of been, it is my favorite animal. Big quote guy, big Eric Thomas guy. He always talks about lions and gazelles and what is better than the other. And then obviously representing Texas, where I'm from, it's something I've always wanted. Just couldn't figure out where exactly I wanted to place it on my left arm. And, I was like, I think it'd be pretty cool to be a little different. And when I'm in a stretch or wind up, my forearm's facing the hitters, they kind of see that more of an intimidating type deal. But at the end of the day, hitters aren't going to be looking at my forearm, man. That's just is what it is. But yeah, man, Ortega Inc. here in Arizona, he gets a shout out. He's done a lot of professional athletes, Arizona Cardinals football side of things, and then obviously all the guys in spring training. So I was a little nervous, man, not gonna lie, just because it's a thing that's on your arm forever. But it represents a lot for me, man. It's something I've always wanted, like I said earlier. But I'm very excited to see how it turned out, for sure.
Awesome. Well, Chris, congratulations again on a wonderful rookie season, and we look forward to seeing what you have in store in 2020. And thanks for hanging out.
Absolutely. Thank you.